Hey Disney family, I'm Stephanie and you are watching Facts About Disney. So if you can't tell, I'm a little Disney bounding today as little Miss Cindy. This was a complete accident. I have been getting so many requests, and when I mean so many, like so many. I get a notification at least once or twice a week on Instagram from you guys sending me stuff about wanting more videos about what teens can do on Disney cruises. I've been getting a lot of, what college age students can do on Disney cruises. With the college age stuff, which is my age, I have to dig in and do a little bit more research just because I haven't personally done a cruise as a college age student, like a Disney cruise or anything like that, so I just can't tell you my personal experiences, whereas with the teen club, I got you guys. So that video may take me a little bit longer to film and upload, but I promise you I'm going to do some research and try to get some options for you guys so that way you guys know what to do and how to have fun, all that amazing stuff. For today, I got a request from someone on one of my recent comments asking me to do a video about what teens can do outside of the teen club. So I'm going to be kind of breaking that down for you guys. There's so much stuff that you guys can do outside of the teen club, whether you make friends with people in the teen club or just with your family or all this other kind of stuff. So we're going to get into this video. So basically, I'm going to kind of take this video in the sense of you either came on the trip with friends or you made friends in Vibe and you're just trying to figure out other things to do. If you are between the ages of 14 and 17 and you come in a group, please just go to Vibe. I know a lot of people still don't want to. They're like, well, we went with our friends. We don't really want to make new friends. I get it. Just try out Vibe though. Guys, trust me, they have things catered to your age. So they will have, video games going on, board games going on. They have crafts and things like that you can do, and you have your own space where you feel like, for me, I never felt judged, because when you walk around in big groups of teenagers, sometimes the adults that came on who are looking more to be like having a relaxing trip, they can kind of look at you if you're being annoying and loud, and I always got embarrassed by that. So I just think that Vibe was a nice place to get to go to and be myself. Not saying that I wasn't myself the entire trip, but I got a lot of freedom of expression. I got to be loud and crazy and have a lot of fun. So I would always, 100%, if you're between the ages of 14 and 17, just go up there. You will thank me. It's so much fun and you will love it. But this video is about things that you can do outside of Vibe. And there's a whole lot of stuff that you can do outside of Vibe. It just depends on what ship you're going on. So for a few of the ships, they have the Aqua Duck or the Aqua Dunk. I believe the Aqua Dunk is on the Magic, and then the Aqua Duck is on both the Fantasy and on the Dream. And there's just like a nice little, I'm trying to think, water roller coaster for the Aqua Duck, and like one of those rides for the Aqua Dunk where you have to stand in like this metal tube and it drops you. So that's something fun that you can do throughout the day, and you do as many times as you want till the line's not long. You can just keep doing that. You can go hang out by the pool, get some hot dogs, go to the buffets. Hey guys, it's me. I know I just looked so glamorous and now I have like no makeup on my face. You're probably like, eh. But I forgot to mention this because I went straight in to talk about the Aqua Duck and the Aqua Duck. There is so much stuff that goes on the pool decks. They have movies playing, they have music. Sometimes when you go to Nassau and stuff, they'll have ladies who can braid your hair for you. They have free ice cream, they have, unlimited food, so you can go up and get a corn dog, go get soft drinks. So I feel like whenever I was out on the pool deck with my friends, we would do stuff like that. We would get a seat so we could lay out and watch the movie that they have on the screen by the family pool. We'd grab some fries, get a drink, and I think that was just another place for us to get to hang out. And also, got to tan a little bit, but that's not the important thing. So I just wanted to quickly add that in there, and I'm sorry that I look gross. All that, for me, my dad gave me so much freedom whenever I would go on cruises and make friends, because he knew I wasn't going anywhere. We're on a ship, it's moving, but there's nowhere else for me to go. He knows that I'm in the same area as him, basically. So, but not all parents are like that. Some parents are very strict and they don't want their kids going off in certain areas of the boat, so I completely understand that. On the Fantasy, they have a mini golf course. I don't know if they put it in the Dream or not, but I definitely know on the Fantasy that they have the miniature golf course, which was a lot of fun. Me and my friends actually did it after the scavenger hunt. If you guys watched one of my Vibe videos, you know that I did one of the scavenger hunts in Vibe, and it was so much fun. But we did that after, and we got ice cream, and it was just a cute little hangout time with like your new friends that you're meeting. We were talking a lot, getting to know each other a lot, and I had a lot of fun that day. That day just makes me happy. So there is a place called the D Lounge, which is basically for families. They have, you know, little comedy acts at night and just a lot of fun activities, and they have stuff during the day. I believe they have a class where they can teach you how to draw the Disney characters that you can do. They have like games where they put you into different groups and like competition type stuff. And they have a lot of that at night. So basically it's kind of like the kids area to have fun, and whereas like the adults have the nightclub and stuff. But it's a fun thing to get to do as a family. I believe my family probably did something in there for once in our time doing it. But that was always a lot of fun. And normally the D Lounge is open at night. So us kids, they would tend to tell us teenagers after Vibe closed, well, D Lounge is open if you guys still wanted to hang out and stuff afterwards. So that way we still had a place that we can go and be, you know, loud and feel like we're not disturbing a lot of people. But don't take my word for that. I just know for certain cruises that is what happened. Alright, Gross Stuff is back. I just wanted to let you guys know, if you're curious about the things that you guys can do on Pirates Night, I think I'm going to do its own video, so that's why I didn't mention it in here. So be expecting for a Pirates Night video to be coming up a little bit sooner. But yeah, if you're curious about like what about Pirates Night, what can we do on Pirates Night, I'll talk about that more in the Pirates Night video for you guys. So it'd be really fun is getting to go to the shows and stuff with your friends. I never got to do that because my dinner was always separate from my friends' dinners for some unknown reason. I remember I did have one friend, Jenna, shout out to you, girl. I think she just graduated high school. Oh my god, people are getting old. But going to shows with friends is so much fun because they're like Broadway style show guys, and I am a theater nerd. I love anything musical, anything that's on a stage. I love it so much, and the fact that it's Disney just makes it even better for me because you guys know I'm a little obsessed with Disney. So those are always so much fun to get to do, and it was even better to have someone with you to go see all that. So definitely that's an option to get to do with your friends at night. Buena Vista Theater is where you get to go and see movies, like Disney movies. So right now, I guarantee you that they have Infinity War right now going on all the Disney Cruise Line ships in that movie theater. And I'm sure that the weekend that it premiered, they had a huge thing for it. And they may still have it because I'm pretty sure Marvel's having its Sea thing going on right now. Do not take my word for that. I just think that's what I heard from the grapevine. So that is so much fun. I remember going to see, what movie did it? I remember seeing Wreck-It Ralph for the very first time on a Disney cruise, and it was late, and I remember my friends, it was when I met Jocelyn and Sarah, who I'm still really good friends with. We went kind of late, like towards 10 o'clock at night, and we just watched that in our pajamas and brought blankets, and you know, you can buy popcorn and stuff like that, and it was just, I remember that being a lot of fun. So that's definitely an option for you guys to have on the cruise. Also, another thing that you can do, which you can do at any like Disney themed stuff, is you can go meet characters with your friends. I used to love meeting characters with my friends just because they're always somewhat out and about, and they walk around, so you'll just randomly run into them from time to time. You can go to their meet and greets, and it's always so much fun to get to go with your new friends. And you know, the characters probably know, they'll be like, oh, have you been to Vibe? Like, did you guys meet in Vibe? And you say yes, and they're like, oh, I love that we were bringing people together. Like, I remember Cinderella, I went with a girl, and she asked if we were sisters. I think it was Jenna. Jenna, you're getting so many shout outs in this video. I think it was Jenna, and she was like, oh, are you guys sisters? Because we were both blonde. And we said, no, we met in Vibe. And she's like, I love that cruises just bring people together, don't you? And I was like, Yes, I do. So that's another option. You can kind of move on into when you get off the boat. So it depends where you go and again how much freedom your parents will allow you to have. My dad was very strict on ports. I was not to leave his side basically, just because Nassau and things, you never know. You just rather stay safe with your parents. But if your parents are like, you guys are in a group, go for it. Do it. I had a few friends that were allowed to, their parents like didn't care as long as there was a group of them, and they kind of went off and did their own thing one time when we went to the Bahamas, and I know they had a lot of fun. Good for them. I wasn't allowed to, and I was very upset about it at the time, but now as an adult I'm like, my dad was probably right. He's gonna tell me that. He's gonna be like, yeah, I was right. But yeah, there's so many things that just, it's depending, again, depends where you go. I mean, I went to Alaska and there, you know, there's a lot of gift shops, and same with Nassau, there's the beach and all that stuff. But I think something that, again, I had freedom with was Castaway. Castaway, as a teen, you have the vibe area. You have the teens only side of the beach, which basically over there you have a few hammocks, you have a few volleyball courts. I know they have some games and stuff in there, like over there as well. And that was a lot of fun to get to do with my friends. I remember we kind of hung out by the hammocks, and then we would go like swim in the ocean and get to come back, and we could bring our food that we'd have, that we got while we were on Castaway. We brought it back to the teen area, and we just ate and talked to our counselors and had so much fun. So that's an option that you can do, because it's technically non-vibe, but it is still. Castaway is just so much fun. It doesn't matter what age you are, in my opinion. I always had so much fun in Castaway. You can lay out, you can go to the gift shops, you can, you can do an excursion if you want. If you went with friends and you talked to your parents about doing an excursion like snorkeling, that was amazing. We did snorkeling once in Castaway, and it was so beautiful. My mom was out there for like an hour. I remember my dad and I were ready to go, and she was still out there swimming and taking pictures. We got one of those underwater cameras. I still don't think we have developed it. I should do that soon if I can find it. But that's definitely an option. It just depends on what your parents want to do and what, if they're like, you can do it if you pay for it type of thing, so you may look into prices for that. Food on the island is pretty much the same to the food on board, so you're gonna have more of like a buffet style, and you can sit outside and eat. It's just really, really nice. Oh my god. Teenagers, you want to stay up as late as possible. Believe me, if you guys seen some of my vibe videos, I've told you that I stayed up way late on my last cruise. I'd stay up to like 4 or 5 in the morning. I wouldn't suggest that, but if that's what you're gonna do it. Stay in big groups though, for sure, because there are still crazy people that will go on Disney cruises, so just make sure that you're with people, like a group of people. This is the last time you'll see me, I promise. I forgot to mention that what we would do is, since like we'd be hanging out super late, obviously during that time, like you're not going to want to like talk with each other the whole entire time. You're going to want to do something fun. We would play sardines and hide and go seek. We wouldn't play tag and stuff like that, because obviously people are still working and you don't want to be running around the ship. They get mad when you run around the ship. So that's just another option for you guys to do when it's nighttime, or even during the day when you want to do something fun with a big group of people but you don't know what. Remember, we used to hang out in the lobby area by the grand staircase. There was, on the Fantasy, where the grand staircase is, we'd walk up the grand staircase and sit on the seats on that level. I don't remember what level it was, but we would sit up there, and that's what we would do late at night, and we'd honestly just sit there and talk. I think that was probably one of my favorite things about the cruises, is because that's where we really got to know one another. And I remember that's when I met a lot of my really good friends, was I think the second night of the cruise, and we went into D Lounge, and I, sat around these people I didn't know, but I knew they were in vibe, and we just kind of hung out and started talking and got to know each other. And on the Disney Cruise Line app, you can now message each other, like text, if you are set up to the Wi-Fi, which, guys, I loved, because then it was so much easier to get to communicate with people on the trip. So I would always so we'd be like, oh, do you guys want to get, you know, lunch tomorrow? Because we were up till like 4 a.m. and we knew everyone was gonna probably sleep in. So do you want to get lunch tomorrow? I think the buffet opens at 11. Would you want to go at 11? And that's how I started to like make friends and hang out with my friends along the trip, was because I, you know, get to talk with them more and I get to know who they are and things like that. So the last thing I'm going to suggest for you guys to do is go to the gift shops. They have the most beautiful Disney themed gift shops ever. They're normally opened at night and they're always open when you're at sea. So if you're at a port, they can't be open due to customs or something. There's like a more technical term to it. I don't really remember what it is. But when there's on sea, you can go look at the gift shops. My friends and I did that all the time. And it was just a lot of fun. You got some really fun cast members in there and they're just really sweet. I'm so sorry that this video is kind of rambly and me trying to think of all these things. It has been a while since I've been on a Disney cruise, but I said this at the beginning of the video, and I know you're going to probably be upset because this isn't what the video is about, but I do think that if you are a teenager, whether or not you are coming with fellow teenagers or not, I think that vibe is a really good idea. Because you're going to have a little bit more things to do. The counselors are going to suggest things that are going on for your age group, going on around the cruise, because every cruise is a little bit different. They have different theme stuff. Like with the Marvel stuff, you can go take pictures with the, you know, those characters and all this other stuff. So I would just check out Vibe every once in a while and just see what's going on, maybe make a few new friends. That never hurt anybody. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys have a magical rest of your week. I hope to see you all real soon. Bye!
Nice to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, where are you from?